Welcome to this tutorial on basics of R programming. I am Sharvali Sarnaik and today we will be learning about R programming. RStudio is a friendly front-end to R. It is free and open source software. R is a programming language and free software for statistical analysis. R can be also used for graphics representation and reporting. RStudio also runs on web browser. R can be downloaded from rstudio.com. Once you have downloaded and installed the R version 3.611 and RStudio version 1.1.463 on Windows 10, open RStudio interface. The RStudio interface looks like this. In the RStudio interface, the windows in the top left corner is the source window. In the source window, it is used to edit and script and run it. The window in the bottom left corner is the console window. It is used to install packages or to run a particular command. The upper right window is the workspace window. It stores all the variables used while execution of command. In the right lower corner there are 4 tabs. File tab shows the files which are stored in this workspace. Plot shows the representation of graphics. Packages shows the number of packages installed in this R programming. Help shows the window which is used for the help section. Now let me begin with the basics of R programming. First of all, we will start with the multiplying of two numbers 2.1 and 5. Drag the code and click on Run option. In the console window, we will see the output in black color, that is 10.5. To clear the console window, press Ctrl L simultaneously. Let us see the addition of two numbers 2 plus 3. Select the code and click on Run option. The output will be displayed in the console window. It shows 5 in black color. I want to divide this by 3. So click Enter by clicking on the above code. Just copy the code and paste it and divide it by 3. Select the code and click on Run option. The answer is 3.5 shown in the console window. I can store the results in variable using assignment operator. A is equal to 2 plus 3. Select the code and click on Run option. It will show the code as it is. To see what is stored in an A variable, type A and run by clicking it. The answer it displays 5. We can also use less than hyphen symbol for assigning the values to variable, that is A less than hyphen symbol 3 plus 6. Drag the code and click on Run option. It shows answer 9. Now let us see the above code and run the code. We get the answer as 5. Now we will subtract the value 0.16 from the variable A. So write the code A minus 0.16. Drag the code and run the click on Run button. It shows 4.85 4. Now I will raise it to power of 0.5. I have to put in brackets to get correct answer. So in the bracket write a minus 0.16, out of the bracket write power of 0.5. Drag the code and click on run option. It shows 2.2. Using arrow, I can move the cursor back and forth within the command. I can also carry the calculation using square root. Let us see how square root option is used. Type the function sqrt in bracket a minus 0.16. Select the code and click on run option. It gives answer 2.2. Similarly, we can use exponential function as exp in bracket 1. Select the code and click on run option. It gives the answer in the console window. Remember this, the moment I open a bracket, it automatically closes it. It eliminates error of unmatched bracket. It is also easy to create a vectors in R. Let us take z as an variable to create a vector. Z is equal to seq in bracket minus 1 comma 2 comma 0.5. The seq stands for sequence. This creates vector starting at minus 1 going up to 2 in increment of 0.5. Select the code and click on run option. The answer is displayed in a console window. We will see another ways to create a vector in another tutorial. We can also calculate length of variable by using length function. Length of z. Select the code and click on run button. It gives 7. Now let us find the value of pi. Type pi and run the button. It shows 3.14 as an answer. Let us create another vector stored in an variable x. X is equal to seq in bracket minus 2 into pi comma 2 into pi comma 1. Minus 2 pi goes up to plus 2 pi in increment of 1. Now let us see what x contains. Type x and select the code. Click on run button. The answer is showed in an console window. Let us find sign of vector using sign and store it in y. Y is equal to sign of in bracket x. Select the code and click on run button. Now let us see what y contains. Type y, select the code and click on run button. It gives the answer in an console window. Now let us plot sin x versus x by using function plot. Type plot plot in bracket x comma y. Let us see what it shows. Select the code and click on run option. The plot is appeared in a plot window. It gives a dotted plot. To see a line, we have to add an argument, that is x comma y comma type parameter In double quotes, write L. Select the code and click on Run option. It gives error in plot x, y, type. Let us see what type L contains. Go in and help section. In help section, search for type. Press enter. Scroll down. You will get the answer in an help section. Now here we have written L in capital letters. Make the changes and make it in lower case. Select the code and click on Run option. Now the plot has displayed in a linear manner, that is, it contains in a representation in an line. This is how we will be creating a plot in simple manner. Now we are end of this tutorial. We will summarize what we have learned in this tutorial. We have learned how to install and download R and RStudio from rstudio.com. We have learned the basics of R programming, that is multiplying two numbers, adding two numbers, storing values in a variables, using square root function, using exponential function to create a vectors, to create length of the vectors. With the help of sequence we have used to create vectors. We have seen to plot the graph by using simple vectors. Thank you. In this next tutorial we will learn how to create vectors in another ways. Thank you. Please click on the bell icon and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.